Welcome to Verbal Peace Radio. We give you a verbal image of life, and we are everyday people. Like to welcome you all to the show, right? Yeah, I know it sounds mysterious, but look, in all seriousness, the vaccine or the antibody, herd immunity, or getting the vaccine, which one works? Now they're saying that there's a new variant that's present, and the vaccine might be or might not be effective in its new variant. Meaning, would you have to get, or would a new vaccine have to be created to deal with new strands that may come up? I don't know. I don't know. These are the questions we waiting for, right? Does herd immunity still work? These are the questions because reason being is because in the beginning it was herd immunity, build up the antibodies, and it's over. Now it's, you need to get vaccinated, but you need to wear a mask at the same time. Now it's confusing, right? But we'll see if we can tie in the vaccination and the ideology behind white supremacy or race. Now, if you watch the 4 officers testify in the hearing in regards to the January 6th insurrection or the January 6th terrorist attack, 2 white guys, black guy, Hispanic guy. Now, the Hispanic guy threw me off a bit, though. What's his name? Ganel, or whatever. He threw me off because they asked him, basically, how did he feel about the racial slurs that were hurled at him, and he stated that it didn't bother him. He didn't pay that any attention. Now, that was strange because it starts with racial rhetoric, then the violence comes after that. Why wouldn't that bother you, right? Unless you don't see yourself as Hispanic, Latino, Generation X, whatever, and you see yourself just as an officer or just as an American. Okay, that could be. But he also says something that took me by surprise. He said that when the white mob came in, that they called him a traitor. But he didn't specify what he was a traitor to. Was he a traitor because the white mob felt like the Hispanics should be with Trump? All right. I don't know. Or did they call him a traitor because they felt like he should see himself as being white? But if that's the case, then why did they hurl racial insults at him? That part was confusing, right? That part was confusing. I don't know. We got to look deep into that at a later date. Now, one of the white officers stated that members of that white terrorist group asked him, was he their brother? Stop right there, bro. Stop right there. Now, that was the heaviest statement made. That should have took all focal point on that question, right? This officer, white officer, was asked by the white terrorist, is he their brother? Man, that's like dropping weight in his lap, right? I feel for the guy, because his response could have got him killed. No, I'm not with you. I'm against you. I'm on the opposing side. They'd attacked him, all right? Probably did attack him. What they were saying was, hey, look, I'm white, you white. We need to band together. We need to unify for the common good of our race. Right. But the underlying question is who's getting in the way of your race? That's always been the confusing part. Meaning you don't see black people out in hoods and protest signs saying "Kill Whitey," burning white Jesus in white folks' lawns. So you don't see black people doing any of that. So, meaning if you feel threatened, somebody has to be the threatener, right? It can't be like a boogeyman or a fear, because if it is a fear, the fear has to be a credible threat coming from somewhere, and the threat of black people coming after white people, that's not a credible threat. I'm sorry. You might have some little skirmishes over now and then, but that's not on the mindset of black people. Black people still fighting for freedom, justice, and equality in America, equal rights. Have voter registration. They're trying to change the voters law, and systemic racism, and so many other things to be worried about. White people's problems, right? So anyway, the white officers, I guess he saw himself as America first. Dude, I see you guys as terrorists, as hostiles. So what I'm gonna have to do is I gotta take you out. I gotta stand with my country. I gotta stand against your ideology and what you're thinking. So that's where it stands. Now, the black guy, Dunn, asked him, do we see America as a racist country, or is America a racist country? And he basically like, man, what do you think? You know how long we've been fighting this shit in this country? I mean, the ugly truth is, it is what it is. But why? Why? See, black people problem is we're too busy trying to appease white sentiment and their feelings about black people. We want to show them as if they are our gods. We want to show them that we're okay, or what we can do. It doesn't make sense, right? And it doesn't add up when we should be showing ourselves. Now, black people, look. We don't have much time left to unify and build and create an economy for ourselves and our people. All right, we don't have that much time. I know you think that you got time, and as the day goes in and goes out, maybe we'll start on it tomorrow, then another day passes, maybe we'll start on it. But no. You don't understand. You have people out there who moving in or jockeying for a position and want to move you out. And it's easy for them to do that, one, if you're not unified and you don't see each other as your brother and your sister. That tribe, that tribe mentality. We have to bring it back, as it was stated in Black's Journey by Red Dragon in the movie. You got to get the movie Black's Dragon. BLACS Journey. Black's Journey. JOURNEY. It's on Gumroad and it's on FlixNet TV. Black's Journey. You got to watch the film, right? Watch the movie. There's some powerful information in that film. What else? We don't have time to play around. Look, the ones who were the vanguard, the leaders that was calling for unity, is getting older and they dying out. Right. Now, in that void, you have white music execs and white media that wants to fill that void with propaganda, with negative stereotypes, with low-pitched vibrational music, right? And with scenes that don't depict black people as the intelligent beings that we are. Why you think, we always ask the question, right? Hold on for a second. We always ask the question, right? I always ask the question, why don't they teach the true black history in the school system? And the simple answer is pride. They don't want you to have pride within yourself. They don't want you to have pride. Because when you start having pride within yourself and your courts and your people, you start to work together, build together, and start to expound on that pride energy. So the game is to keep throwing negative and negative so you don't have a sense of pride about your community, yourself, your people. Right? It takes people that has a strong will that will go in and say, study Mansa Musa, read the message to the black man, study Honorable Elijah Muhammad, listen to Farrakhan, study Marcus Garvey, right? Study Gang of Zumba, right? Study Mumia, study, and keep on, keep going. Study the great black African goddesses and queens and pharaohs and pharisees and then pull out that great wealth of wisdom and knowledge that was contributed to and created by black people. Right? Because if you don't, what they're going to do is, this is what they're going to do. Right? They're going to give you time, right? They're going to say, okay. I'm not touching this subject, right? Let's say ISIS, right? They'll wait. See if any black scholars going to pull her up and give the true history behind her, right? They'll wait. After a while, okay, you don't want to do it, well, they'll start painting her white and they'll change the narrative to give pride to their people so they can build off their pride and create a reality off their pride energy, right? There's many. You can sit back and just watch how they work, right? And then when someone drops a name on us, we like, what? I didn't know. Look, I didn't know Bass Reeves that they made the Lone Ranger story from the life of Bass Reeves, who was black. Right? Somebody had to dig that out and put it out in front of you, because you know what they say: if you want to keep something from a black person, put it in a book. Hey, it's their job to hide it from you. It's not their job to hand it to you on a silver platter. They want to stay in power. They want to build off their pride energy for their children and their race. We are talking inclusion. Black people saying we, all of us, right? But each race is saying their race. Like the Asians building banks for their race and their community, right? They don't even like you in their community. White people are building stuff for themselves. Hispanics are building stuff for themselves. And black people are talking about we. Don't work like that. Now, I can say we as black people and what we need to build and the time span in which we need to help and build this thing and make things happen is land all through Texas. Build a black subdivision. Let me start somewhere. Not saying that it's not being done at the present moment. I'm just saying that there's a need for it, right? Everyone is jockeying for a position, right? Now, we love to say how many friends we got from different races, right? We love to talk about that, right? But in reality, they don't go home and say to their family, look, I got a new black friend. And some houses, I don't give a damn if you Indian. I don't give a damn if you Arabian. I don't give a damn if you white. I don't give a damn if you Latino. Whatever. And some households, they do not want black people in their households. They do not want you to bring black folks home. Now, you can bring them home all day because we so accepting. We come on in, how you doing? But we think that we're being a bigger person and we're showing gratitude and humility, right? No, you got it wrong. No, they coming in so they can learn about you and learn how to defeat you, but they'll never let you in their door to learn about them because they're afraid that you might do to them what they plan on doing to you. They keep you out, but you let them in. But that's the sign of an abused and a brutalized violently people. Because when you abuse and you've been up under so much violence, you just want peace and you just want to be accepted. You tired. You like, but you got to muster up that strength one more time. Ride on out in the sunset, You got to muster up the strength, get the knowledge rolling, build your community, build up your youth, put that proper knowledge in their head. Stop letting them tell you what to teach and what not to teach, because they're gonna tell what they're telling you what to teach is not gonna benefit you at all, especially when it comes to history. Now, mathematics, science, English, language arts, economics. If you're speaking a different language, yeah. When it comes to history, they tell you don't teach about Mansa Musa, or don't teach about John Horse, or you like, man, they're my ancestors. I'm gonna teach about it. You teach about all yours, because what they're saying is I'm superior and you're a second class citizen. Learn about me, right? But I don't want to learn about you, and I don't want you to learn about you. Right. Don't fall for it. Verbal Pick Radio. We're out.